And good afternoon, everybody. So big waves out there. My name is Andrea Rosser. Hi, good to see you. And I'm so grateful to be on here with y'all today. So our goal for this Zoom in this little next 30-minute section is to get you started. Our goal is to start you off on the right foot as you join us here in Partner Co. And I'm going to make some assumptions right now in this Zoom. So we all know what assuming does, right? So I'm going to make some assumptions. I'm going to tell you what they are. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to ask that you text me after and we'll get you up to speed. But my first assumption is going to be that you have Zoom, or I'm sorry, you have boards installed on your phone. My second assumption is going to be that you have our team board or one of the team boards installed on your phone so you can see all of the before and afters and you have all the scripts already. And then I'm going to assume that you know how to use it. Okay, so you're familiar with boards, and that if you have an iPhone, you know you go to Facebook or you go to Messenger and you start there and it works from there. And if you have an Android, you know how to use the little Pac-Man button in order to share that way. So if any of that is not true for you, you're like, I don't have the team boards, or I'm not quite sure how to use it, I'm going to ask you to text me when this is over, and I'll go ahead and put my phone number in the chat, but I'm going to ask you to save it until this is over. And then we will set up a time, or we'll send you some resources in order to get you more familiar with boards. Okay, so that's the assumption. And then I'm going to tell you our goal. So our goal for this Zoom is to make sure that you have all the tools in your tool belt in order to get to gold and ultimate. Why? Well, that's going to maximize your pay here with Partner Co. for your life with the company forever. And how do we get Gold and Ultimate? Well, the easiest way is we move 30 boxes of drops. We order 3 10-packs and we move those. And we move those through posting twice a day. So my goal right now is to get you up and running so you feel comfortable and you know how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. While I'm doing that, I guess I should probably introduce myself. So I already said my name's Andrea Rosser. I've been a part of this beautiful industry for just shy of 15 years now, and I love training. So I love getting people launched and getting them moving and answer the questions to help you succeed with Partner Co. So that's going to be our goal. So first of all, one of the first things that we need to do here is to get you in professional mode with your Facebook account. Now, why do we want professional mode? Well, that allows us to schedule. So I'm guessing that I'm not the only busy person on here. We're all busy. We've got kids, we've got jobs, we've got lives, all of that. Maybe we just have high need puppies, whatever it may be, we're busy and we can forget to get our posts out. And one of the key things here to be successful is to be consistent. And so this is going to allow you to be consistent with your posting, regardless of how busy you are. And so sometimes people have concerns about their privacy settings and all of that. They're like, well, I want this public, this private. Well, just know, even in professional mode, Facebook does allow you to be in complete control of all of your privacy settings still. So what I'm going to recommend is you go to your Facebook. On your personal profile, there's going to be 3 little dots, like right under kind of how you describe yourself. And then that's going to open up a menu. In that menu, you're going to see something that on yours is going to say turn on professional mode. Go ahead and click that. And Facebook is going to walk you through a little tutorial. It might want you to change your profile picture. It might want you to, add some information. I don't know. It just asks you some questions. Take a couple minutes, walk through that, get yourself in professional mode, and that will allow you to schedule your posts. We've been running all over. I'm scheduled at this moment through, I believe, the end of October, because I knew that I was not going to be able to be consistent because life is a little crazy at the moment. So I just have it scheduled so that I just know that I can comment and do the rest of the things that I need to do. So highly recommend that for you. Now, our next step is to load your toolbox. Okay, so what we're going to do on here, the first row is the things I want to make sure are installed on your phone or you're a member of that group. And the second row is some group or some events that I want to invite you to. Okay. What I would recommend is go ahead and take a screenshot of this, because that will turn all of those links back into links. So you can kind of copy it from your phone, so you don't have to try to type all of these in if you don't have them. But the first thing is boards. And you'll notice we're like 3 minutes into this Zoom, and I've already mentioned boards like 47 times. So that should probably tell you how important this resource is. And so highly recommend you get that installed and you get familiar with our content that is on there. We have 6 weeks worth of posts built into the boards. We have every script you ever could possibly need built into boards. We've got, the product information, we've got videos, we've got training, we've got all of that built into boards. So we want to make sure that you're really comfortable using it. So that's the first thing. The next thing is Telegram. Now, Telegram is our communication channel. That's where we tell you about this Zoom right now, or our Zoom we do Wednesday evenings, or Coach's Corner when the company does a sale, or all of the other things that you might need to know about from PartnerCo. So we're going to share that in Telegram. We also have a boosting channel in Telegram as well. So that's where we can use to kind of help get our posts a little bit more engagement, so that more people are going to see them, and so that you can, get more sales from your posts. Next is going to be Circle of Health. And this is our product group. So this is for you. This is for your customers. This is for anybody that is checking out the drops, using our drops. This is purely a customer group. So your brand partners can be in there, but just realize that any talk about business. So if we use the term, brand partner, or I just enrolled, or tell me how to get paid, anything like that, that kind of verbiage is not going to be accepted, or will be deleted from Circle of Health. This is a product group only. And I want everybody to realize that what we use it for is to help our prospects, our droppers, become a part of our community. And so when I sell you a box of drops, one of the first things I'm going to do is add you to Circle of Health, so that you have that community, you have people that are going to be supporting you. You can ask questions. I don't even ask questions in there, actually just search. But we have to realize that this is a group of other people's prospects. Okay. So we want to make sure that, we realize how important our language is, and how we ask questions, and how we, behave in that group. There are over 40,000 people in this group. I think it's 44,000 as of today. And we want to make sure that we keep it positive. So I'm going to say this: if you have a question that you cannot ask in a positive way, right? You have something negative that you want to say, bring that to your upline. Bring that to me. Bring that to somebody personally, like one text message to that one person, and go get your question answered that way. If you have a question that could help other people that you can ask in a positive way, I'm maybe your, I'm not losing weight quite as quickly as I would like to be. What tips and tricks can you give me, right, to help me maximize my results? Yeah, ask that in the group. But if you feel like you have to say something a little bit negative, let's keep it out of the group, because your prospects are in there. Your team members are in there. My prospects are in there. My team members are in there. So we want to keep this as an uplifting, positive group. Next is PartnerCo Nation, and that is going to be our business group. So this is a resource, and both of these are on Facebook. This is a resource for you and your brand partners. So when you want to know, when the next meeting is going to be, or the next drop talk, or you aren't quite sure how to check your volume in the back office, or you want to celebrate your team, all of that is going to take place in PartnerCo Nation. And with that, I'm going to add in, please get your new people in there. At least once a week, we celebrate and we congratulate people on their rank advancements. We congratulate people on reaching gold and ultimate. We congratulate you on moving, your first box of drops, whatever it may be. And we can only congratulate you and your team if you're in there. So I'm going to ask you to please, please, please add your brand partners, add yourself, because we want to make sure that we can love on you. And then the last resource we want installed is the PartnerCo Share app. Now, the Partner Code Share app is a great resource to learn about our products. You can also get the handy dandy little Zoom backgrounds like you see behind me. So you can't even tell where you are. It always looks clean and neat, which is important when you're traveling a little bit. You need a clean space behind you sometimes. You can also find, videos on the different products on the comp plan. There's training videos in there. How do I create a smart link? All of that. How do I create a promo code? You can find all of that in the Partner Code Share app. And so you want to make sure that that is downloaded and installed on your phone. You'll need to log on to that with your member ID, but then you'll be good to go. So that's kind of our tools in our tool belt. The next row is the Zooms that I would love to invite you to. So first of all, Coach's Corner, we do this Monday through Friday, every day, or Monday through Friday, every single week. And we pick a word of the day and we do a little bit of positivity that we share out into the world. So it's, we just, take 15 minutes just to improve our mindset, to get the day started off on the right foot, completely voluntary, but we want to invite you. We would love for you to be there, start your day off on the right foot. Now, the next one is the IPA Zoom. Now, this is the income producing activity Zoom. That's what IPA stands for. And this is I say it's like the cheat code for Partner Co. So if you want to be able to learn from what other people are doing, tune into the IPA, because what happens on there is if Betty goes and does something today, that she goes and she moves some boxes, right? And she's going to get on the IPA tomorrow and say, okay, guys, I posted this and I responded this, and this is what happened. Not to brag, but so we can all go copy her and we can go do what she did. And so we can get the success as well. So that's going to be for the IPA Zoom. And then lastly is Wednesday Wisdom. This is a team Zoom and we're all one team. So join us, come be on there. And we do typically a little bit more in depth of what's working on the IPA. So tonight is going to be a PXP recap. So all the highlights. So we've got a bunch of different speakers coming on and sharing their highlight of what's the thing they got the most value from at PXP this past weekend. And so we're going to have a bunch of different people on there. And then Coach Palmer will be giving a game plan for us, kind of moving out. But every Wednesday we just find people that are winning and we interview them. That's all we do on there so that we can win like they're winning. So those are our resources that I would love for you to get in your toolbox. And then our next job is to do our social launch. And this is how we go from 0 to ultimate in our first 4 Fridays in order to maximize our pay with Partner Co. for the life of our time in this business. So what does our social launch look like? Well, we post twice a day. Facebook recommends that we do it at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And I'm going to add a little bit of a tip with that, in that you want to pick 2 times a day where you can go be on social media about 15 minutes before and maybe 5 or 10 minutes after, because we want to boost your engagement. We don't want to post and run, right? So the 15 minutes before, you're going to go love on people. You're going to add value on Facebook. Wish people happy birthday. I'll tell you the way that I do it. If you're a lady, because that's kind of who I'm targeting in my business, you're going to get a happy birthday via Messenger, because that's going to be a little bit more personal. It's going to tell Facebook, oh, I'm besties with this person. We're going to share their contact more. So I do that via Messenger. And then happy anniversary, cute kid, cute cat, whatever. I'm just going to scroll for people outside of Partner Co. I'm going to take 10 to 15 minutes and I'm just going to be social on social media. Then the 10 minutes after my post. So I do that 10, 15 minutes before, and then I make my post. Then the 10 minutes after, I'm going to respond to anybody that loves on my post. I might put my post in one of the boosting groups. And if you're not a part of a boosting group, you can find us on Telegram. The link is where it's in boards, so you can find it in there. And what that is, it's completely voluntary. But after I make my post, I can go copy it into the boosting group. And I say, hey guys, go love on me, please. And then I'm going to go love on some people in there, because obviously it's reciprocal. So the more people I love on, the more likely they are to love on me back, right? So I'm going to go do that for about the 10 minutes after my post. Anybody that comments on my post, I'm going to heart their comment. I'm not going to just like it. I'm going to heart it. And then I'm also going to respond to their message. So if they say, you know, even if they're in PartnerCo, I'm going to respond to everyone because that boosts my post. Okay. But somebody says, hey, what are these drops? I'm going to say, oh, lady, I've got you. I'll shoot you a message. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to use the scripts right there on the post. I'm just going to keep that conversation going, but then I'm going to respond in Messenger. Now in Messenger, I'm going to use the scripts. And when somebody asks me about the drops, I'm going to use script 1. And it's going to say message 1, ask about the drops. When they ask me how much they cost and how long do they last, I'm going to send them message 2. And when they're ready to order, and about 70% are going to order right then and there, I'm going to send them the great, I just need your address and I'll send you over my Venmo. All of those scripts are included in boards. Now, let's say they ask me some questions. Well, I'm going to look through boards because I'm going to guess that 99% of their questions are going to be answered in boards. So you can just scroll through. You don't have to come up with anything on your own. You're going to use the scripts and boards. They're crafted very intentionally by our marketing team to guide your customer through the process to purchase the drops from you. Okay. So use those scripts in order to make your life easier. And then as soon as somebody buys, you're going to add them to Circle of Health. That is our product group, and that is going to allow them to be a part of our community and a part of, the answers that they need in order to maximize their success with the drops, which is what we want. And we're going to tag them in Dr. Crystal's video, which is called Let's Get Started. And that's going to show them, okay, how do I use this group? What do I do in here? Tell me, how do I use this product? And that's going to just help them know a little bit more. And then we're going to follow up with our customers weekly. And this is how we're going to launch our business. Okay. Now let's say you've already started your social launch. So you did your personal post first. And when you look at boards, you're going to see in week 1, the first post is personal, right? Where we say, take a selfie and say that you're about to kick middle age to the curb, or you're about to get healthier, whatever your language is. But the first post is going to be custom for you. And then from that point forward, you're going to just copy and paste exactly out of boards, and you're going to start moving these boxes. The minute somebody gets a box from you, you're going to send them the getting started text. And I'm going to say I ship about 99% of my boxes, even if they live, if they're 3 streets over, I might deliver it. But if they're any farther than that, I'm going to ship it. I'm going to use Pirate Ship. You can learn more about that on boards as well, but it just makes our life easier. It's faster. I don't have to worry about it. The cost is built into the cost of drops. So it's not, hurting me in any way. And I'm not having to take the time to deliver, but that's completely up to you. I ship mine. And so I track it, and I know, and I tell the customer, hey, let me know when you get your box so I can send you instructions. So they're pretty motivated to get back to me to let them know, or to let me know. And then I'm going to send them that getting started text. But if I don't hear from them, I will just look on Pirate Ship. It's going to tell me when it's going to deliver. And I send them that getting started text that also invites them to Circle of Health. And then I'm going to set a reminder. The number one question I get from people is, how do you make sure to follow up with your customers? And I'll tell you what I do. I literally say, hey, Siri, remind me in 1 week to follow up with Sandy on her first week of box of drops. And literally Siri's going to remind me in 1 week that I'm following up with Sandy, and it's her week 1. And I typically put a time in there. I say I have mine come at 9:15 in the morning. And then I write my to-do list of the day. Here are the 8 people, 12 people, 20 people that I need to follow up with for their week 1, their week 2, their week 3, right? Their week 4. So I tell Siri, and a good old pad of paper. I've used an Excel file. I've used a Trello board. I'll tell you, this keeps me the most on track, but use whatever works for you. But week 1, I'm going to send them the week 1 text, and it's very generic. It's like, hey, lady, tell me, just checking on you. How are these drops working for you? Now, why is it generic? Because I want to problem solve. If they say, oh, I keep forgetting to take it, I'm going to tell them, oh, this is what you're going to do. You're going to set an alarm for 3 times a day in your phone and blah, 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 right? If they say, oh, I've got a little bit of headache, and then I'm going to say, okay, how much water are you drinking? You want to be making sure that you're getting at least half your body weight in ounces a day, if not more. So make sure you're getting your water in. If they say some kind of issue that you don't know how to answer, guess what? You can go to Circle of Health. You can go search for whatever their issue is, and then you can tag them in the post that's got the answer, or you can just copy and paste it and send it to them, whichever way that you want. But we're going to make sure that we're setting them up for success on week 1 so that when we follow up with week 2, we can celebrate. Week 2, again, the text is in there. This one's crafted very differently, that it's very positive. All right, tell me the good news. How are you winning with these drops? What are your benefits? And they're going to tell us something positive. And when they do, we're going to send them the celebration text. Celebration and reorder. Again, where's the script? It's on boards. You guys can all follow it or find them on there. But where it's going to say, congratulations, I'm so excited to win. Doesn't it feel good to feel good? I know you're going to want another box of drops before too long. Are you a 1, 2, or 3? And it's going to give them 3 options. And if they say 2 or 3, it's going to say, okay, when's a good time for us to talk? Morning, afternoon, or evening. And they're going to respond, tomorrow morning. Perfect. And at that point, you're going to connect them with your upline, with the person that got you started on the drops. You're going to call them at that time with your person on the phone with you, and you guys are going to walk them through the customer conversion slide deck that, again, is on boards under customer conversion. It's the PowerPoint presentation. So you can find that all on boards, and I would recommend practice with them. Not your prospect, but your upline. And it could really be anybody, but the person that got you started on the drops is probably the one that's going to be able to help you right there. But if not, keep reaching out. You can reach out to me, you can reach out to whomever, and we will connect you with the right person so that you have that support. But I would practice with them, where you shoot them a text that's got the link in there. You open it up, they open it up, and you guys walk back and forth. Take 5 minutes, super quick, but just get a little bit comfortable with that presentation. But your customer's then going to tell you, I love it. I want to save a little bit of money. So you're going to enroll them for $29.95, and you're either going to get them on a subscription, or you're going to order them a 4-pack so that they can get the bare bones price. Maybe they say they want to save money and earn. Well, then we're going to walk them through, and we're going to pick the order based on what they say. Okay. So we're going to do that on week 2, but sometimes we don't catch them, right? Sometimes we can't connect with them on week 2. Well, we're going to send them the week 3 text that's, again, on boards. Now, let's say that they decide not to reorder, whatever it may be, whatever's going on, we get all the way to week 4 and they got their results, they don't want anymore, or they didn't get results, they hated everything about us and they don't want anymore, whatever it may be, and anywhere in between, we're just going to love on them. That's all we're going to do on week 4. Thank you so much for trusting me with your order. If you ever want some more in the future, just let me know. Stay a part of Circle of Health. We would love to help you in there, whatever it may be, but we're just going to love on them. And there's no script for week 4 because that's going to be really custom for them. But that's our customer flow. Now, I see a question real quick that I want to answer in here. And yes, you can absolutely add everybody to a Circle of Health, and you want to invite them. On boards, there's going to be an invite link, and you want to make sure that they're putting your name when they're filling out the questionnaire. If they do not fill in your name when they go to join the group, because you're going to invite them with that link, but they have to accept your invitation. When they do that, if they do not put your name in there and answer the questions, they will be declined. They will not be added to the group. So you want to make sure that you help them with that and just say, hey, put my name in and make sure that you're connected. Why do we do that? Well, it's to protect you, to make sure that if they go back in there and they say, okay, I want to order the shake now, or I forget who added me to this group. I got a box of drops and I forget who it was, or whatever it may be, that they're tied to you so that their next order goes through you. So that's how you're gonna add them. Now for an Android user, we are actually uploading some new training tools onto Boards so that you can get more information on how to use Boards, because it works a little bit differently. So I am gonna scroll really quickly and I'm going to show you guys something. This is part of the advanced training, but I'm going to tell you guys about it right here. So do you see the let's start here? The green kind of icon. This should be on all of your boards. And we just upgraded this. Okay, so just last week, I upgraded this right here to add in tutorial videos, how to use boards, how to post on Facebook, how to use the scripts, how to follow up with our customers. All of that is now embedded in these short, like 1 minute, 5 minute, maybe 6 minute videos, all in here. I will be adding one for an Android. I had to get an Android user to send one to me. We'll be adding that hopefully, probably going to be tomorrow, but we'll get that added as soon as we can. But I highly recommend that each of you walk through this, because it's going to help you get more familiar. But then as you're enrolling your new people, send this to them, because it's going to help onboard them. It's kind of the precursor to this training right here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my share. We're going to stop this recording.